Hey YouTube fam, it's me, Jay, knitter, sewer, crafter from Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. If you're new here, welcome. This podcast is all about craft and a little bit about me and just to say hi and have a general chat. If you like what you see, give me a comment, a like, share this podcast and hit that subscribe button. For everyone else, welcome back. It's nice to see you. I hope you're well. Now I'm doing a little twist this week, or this fortnight, I should say. I'm trying to do this YouTube video more regularly than once a month. However, I'm new to knitting and I am slow. So I can show you a couple of works in progress, but I thought I'd do a little stash video today and just show you some new acquisitions in the last few months, some bargains off Facebook Marketplace, and catch you up. In my last video, I let you know that I was starting a new job and it's going really well. I'm really happy about it and I'm loving it, and it's bringing a lot of oomph and energy into my personality. So I am a barista. I work in a 5-star hotel in the local area, and I do food and beverage attendant duty roles as well. So things like serving food, register, you know, if you go into a cafe, just, you know, the overall thing. But barista is my passion and it's what I'm good at. So that's that. It's nice to, I worked out of my spare room for 3 years, and it's nice to be back out there in the quote unquote real world, and being interactive. Even though I'm an introvert naturally, it's actually really good for me to push myself and to be interactive with people, which I'm naturally good at, but obviously when I have my days off, I'm really needing to recharge. And the knitting is helping with that. Sometimes I'm a bit too tired to knit, which is why I don't really have a lot going on at the moment. But the things I'm working on, they're coming along and making good progress. One of those things is the simple pullover, which it doesn't look like much, but it was down here before and we're making some progress on that. It's hard to tell because it's obviously on the needles, what that's looking like. And with my sock situation, I've left the toe at the moment, but this is one almost finished one of 2 socks. If I can get a look at that, how are we going to do that? I need to get some sock blockers to show you properly, but you get the idea. There's your heel, and there we go. That's a little easier to see. And then I have also got the second sock on the needles, and this is where we're at with that. For the full detail of the pattern and the sock that I'm using, just check out my last video in the comment section, and you'll have a look there. So I'm going to do the toes together, which is why the other one's not quite finished yet. And so although I had planned on knitting in my lunch break at work, there's really not enough time. And so, yeah, very slow progress there. Just going to have some tea, because this tea is some tea that my mum got me when she was away. It's like a hug in a mug. It's a vanilla chai. It's beautiful. Oh, and I just love it. It's a little cold. I probably left it sitting there for too long. This is not sponsored, but it's the Well Collective vanilla chai. And they use glass bottles so you can recycle them. They're all naturopathically formatted, and there's so many different flavors. This is just a sample size that I got in a gift package from my mum, which is really good. I'm actually trying to eliminate. I'm going back to my roots, my inner roots, with a chemical-free life. I bought some wild deodorant which smells amazing. And it's basically a subscription. And so you've got this casing, which eliminates using packaging over and over again. And you get this refillable center on a monthly subscription. I mean, you can do it less frequently or more frequently, depending on how much you use it. But they actually come in cardboard, biodegradable. So it's really good for the environment, but it's also vegan, naturally formatted, no nasty things, and good for me too. So just trying to be a bit more healthier. I've swapped all my makeup over to vegan, chemical-free makeup. There's still a lot, like house cleaning products wise, that I want to use up before I start moving into going back to natural cleansers and making up my own. And, you know, I just got out of the habit of things and looking after myself. So I'm doing that again, which is great. And helping the environment at the same time. And how can you go wrong with that? So off Facebook Marketplace, about a month or so ago, I showed you last week, or last fortnight, I keep saying last week. Excuse me for sniffing, I'm a little blocked up. This pink tweed, and I've actually had a look on the advert. It's Shetland tweed, and I don't know if it's not a very, let me take it out of the plastic. In fact, that's going to rustle too much, so I might pause that and add that in later. I've also got this Shetland tweed, a lot of it. I'm not sure how much, I haven't weighed it yet, which is this really nice 4-ply, beautiful browns. There's a bit of mustard in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it yet, but it's really lovely. And it smells delicious. And from that same seller, I also got that in green. This green tweed with some speckles in there. Also not sure, I don't have a project for these things. Everything I show you from my stash today, with the exception of one thing, I don't have a project in mind for yet. I did get from a different seller, which I'm not too sure this particular roll of what kind it is. I'm trying to figure it out actually, but it's wool and sock yarn, another green there, and then whoop, and then also from Bendigo Woolen Mills, this lovely blue and purple yarn as well, sock yarn. So I did quite well from Facebook Marketplace. I also went to our local charity shop and had a bit of a dig in their craft section, so to speak. And I managed to find three balls of Moda Vera Believe, which is 49% wool, 30% soya, and 21% mohair, for next to nothing. So we've got this kind of brownie color. The color's it's got a little like red tinge to it. But if you look at the next color, you can see it's more brown. And then this red, which is like really autumnal kind of red. Like if you were going to dye your hair, that'd be a nice red, I think, to go. And then this kind of pinky color. And what I thought I could do was marry those two together to make something fluffy and yummy. But I must have paid, oh, I don't know, $1 or something for these three. It was not expensive. It was maybe $1 or $2. So my advice, go thrifting. Go and have a look, dig deep. You get a lot of acrylic, but sometimes you get a good bargain. How cute is my mug, by the way? It's I did some dog sitting last Christmas Christmas? Was it Christmas or was it early in the year? No, Christmas was bunny sitting, and then a bit later in the year I did some dog sitting, and they had a mug like this, and I had a really nice time with that dog called Biggles. I believe that he's featured in one of my videos, and I just got this same mug because I really enjoyed that time with him, and I wanted something to kind of have in my heart. So when I bought the Shetland tweed in that bulk lot, I also got this very coarse feeling lamb and camel blend, which I wasn't sure about buying. I've got 6 skeins of it, or hanks, sorry. But when I spoke to the lady that I bought it from, she showed me a sample that she had, a swatch sample that she had knit and washed, and it was really soft. So I have 5 of these, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but how nice is that colour? And they have a bit of a sheepy smell, but not a lot. This is where my stash showing gets a little tricky. I think I've showed you what my wild wool before. I've only got 1 hank because it's quite expensive. But it's sustainable, and it's made from 85% wool and 15% nettle. I plan to make a hat with that, I think, because I have another hat which is purple, and we're coming into spring, so this is a project ready for next winter. And then I have also got, which I have shown before, but I'm going to talk about it again, the 8-ply Merlin, 70% alpaca, 30% camel, 100% Australian. And this is from Alpaca Allure Yarns, and this is it. I just love that it's got camel in it, and I just love the colour of it, and it's so soft with the alpaca, and smells, doesn't really have a smell actually. Now I have 2 hanks of this, which I plan on making a cowl with. I really want to make one of the Stephen West shawls, but I don't think I'm going to have enough of this, and so that may end up being something else perhaps. This colour, I haven't quite worked that out yet. And the rest you've seen, I think. I've got a couple of pairs of socks right here in the mulberry, and this lovely blue purpley. I have the label for it somewhere. But yeah, I mean that's where we're at. I'm just going to pause the video so I can get some of the pink out for you. Right, I'm back. I just thought, rather than rustle around on the camera, now this is so soft and squishy. It's like you could cuddle it up. And anyway, this is a better look with the different flecks of colour in there. And yeah, I mean, I've got a lot on my Ravelry wish list. And it's a bit tricky in Australia because we're coming up into spring and it's starting to warm up, and it's predicted for our summer to be about 50 degrees Celsius this year, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm a winter person. And of course that means I can't wear anything wool during that time. But I'm hoping to have an overseas trip at some point, maybe at the end of next year. That depends because I just started a new job and that's my priority. But the plan was to go at the end of next year, and I'm hoping I can still keep that plan, but we'll see. Work comes first. But if I do, I'm going to be going to Norway, Shetland Islands, Scotland, and the top of England. and obviously all those places are very cold. Even in the summer, I think something light, woolen, I could still get away with wearing, because unless they have another heat wave, we're looking at a top of like 17, 18. And for me, as an Aussie raised human, because I am actually British, that will be cool enough to wear a jumper at least. So today, I don't know the date, but we're going into Virgo season, and that's like, I was wondering today why I felt like doing a deep cleanse of the house and clean out stash, and then I had something pop on my Instagram account to remind me that it's Virgo season, and we're going to have a full moon in, or a new moon? No, a full moon in Virgo very soon. If you want to know the dates, Google it, because I don't know. I can't remember. Either that or go and have a look at my Instagram account, and it's currently in the story. I might even put it in the notes below. Yeah, so things are going well. Life is going well. Sorry about the crinkling. My foot just got stuck on there. Health-wise, I'm good. I'm probably like just getting used to waking up at 4:30 in the morning to start work. But once I'm there, once I'm at work, I'm fine. You know, I'm even towards the end of the day. I've lost weight. I've gone down a pant size. When I'm at work, I'm on an OptiSlim diet for mainly just morning tea and lunch. And that's because, one, I was trying to lose the COVID weight. But also when you have a short break, it's much more filling, and it gets you through the day having the sort of protein and nutrients in that. But I'm eating well in the morning, breakfast wise, having a couple of shakes or a bar, and then having, you know, a whole nutritionally balanced dinner. And then on my days off, I'm not having the OptiSlim. And I've actually been eating a lot of protein, so like sausages, beef. Like I've been really craving that. And someone said, oh, do you think your iron is down? And I said, probably, because I take my iron tablets and then I feel better and then I forget to take them. And then we go round in the roundabout with that. And yeah, cycle wise, it's about the time that I need extra protein and extra sleep. So yeah, there's that. This is it's 4 minutes, but last time I did a video, it said it was less time, but when I uploaded it, it said it was more. So I'm oh, and I've just realized I've had a blonde moment. The reason it says 4 minutes is because I had that other half of the video, and that's exactly what happened last time. So anyway, never mind, we get there in the end. I don't really have anything else to share with you at the moment. I am making a few heat packs for my dad and my dad's best friend. So I'll show you those once I've done those. I haven't even made any progress on my quilt, and I probably won't now for quite some time because it's warming up, but we'll see, because if I get in the right mood, I can get that finished. I did finish the binding on another quilt that I was going to give a friend for their baby, but I decided that the colour really wasn't quite suitable for a child. So that is in the not sure who to gift that to basket, but I'll find the perfect person eventually. Yeah, what can I say? I'm just knitting away, and I'll make continuous progress on my sweater / jumper and my socks. And once I finish those socks, I plan on doing another pair. I want to make a few, maybe even as gifts to give for Christmas. I'm being told that I'm a very tight knitter, so hopefully they fit people. Yeah, and so yeah, I I have nothing left to say, which is why I'm rambling. So thank you for your time. It was nice to see you here. If you enjoy my video, hit the like, subscribe, and share with your knitter friends. I'm trying to get my videos seen by the knitting community. I have a lot of YouTube followers. That's not true. I have a lot of YouTubers that I follow, like Chunky Stitches, Katie Greenbean, Back to Blighty, Tales from the Cuckoo Nest. I think that's right. Yeah, and a few others that off the top of my head I can't think of, but I will try and put a few links below perhaps so that you can go and check their videos out. And they're who my inspiration has been to start making these. Any questions, any comments, have a chat, ask me anything. It was lovely to see you. Until next time, peace out.